Hi guys, here to talk about The Walking Dead Season 3 Episode 5 called Say the Word. I just finished watching it. Obviously, this video will contain spoilers, so if you haven't watched the episode, go watch the episode, come back and watch this review. Okay, first up, I'm going to be 100% honest. I didn't enjoy this episode as much as I thought I would. It just seemed a little bit uneven. If you know, it's like after everything that happened last week in the prison with T-Dog and Laurie dying, I felt that they really needed to focus on the prison this week, but they didn't. They turned it into... It was a pretty Woodbury central episode. A lot happened in Woodbury, not that much in the prison, so I'm going to admit I was disappointed by that. Too much Woodbury in this episode. I really think after the gravity of last week's episode, they really needed to focus on the prison. We saw Rick go on a little bit of a rampage, sort of like a reverse first-person shooter thing. I don't know if you've seen the movie Doom, but Carl Urban has a first-person shooter thing, and yeah, it's a small sequence which is a bit of a reverse of that. Maggie and Daryl go on a run to find baby formula for the baby. Not much happened. They found baby formula. Woodbury, not a lot happened. Nothing really too significant. We did see the governor's zombie daughter Penny, who was straight from the comics. Obviously, comic readers will know that. And we saw Michonne. Michonne had a lot more to do in this episode, which was good to see. She killed the walkers that they had captive and that with her sword. That was pretty badass, I'm going to admit. That was pretty cool. The governor and Michonne come to blows again, and Michonne finally leaves, and Andrea stays behind. It's interesting what's going to happen with that, with Michonne gone and Andrea staying behind. Also, Merle and forgotten his name, Milton, going out and collecting walkers to use in their experiments and that, and in the fighting arena stuff. It was a bit weird seeing the arena fight stuff in the TV show. It was from the comic books. I just didn't expect them to do it in the TV show. It just seems a bit weird, and I was like, yeah, alright. What else was there? The phone ringing at the very end of the episode. Fans of the comic books will know that Rick, goes a little bit crazy and talks to Laurie on the phone. So that looks like that's what they're going to do for that. What else was there? Daryl putting a rose. It was a Cherokee rose, which you'll remember from Season 2. You put a Cherokee rose on Carol's grave. But is it actually Carol's grave? I don't think so. I'll talk about that more in my next video. What else happened? Honestly, I don't have much to say about this particular episode. I found it a little bit lackluster. People will probably hate me for saying that, but that's just my honest opinion. I didn't enjoy it as much. Last week I thought was one of the best episodes of the series. This week, honestly, I would give it a 7 out of 10, and honestly, that's being pretty generous. I just didn't enjoy it as much as I thought I would. So, I'm a bit saddened by that, you see. Carl was non-existent in this episode. Rick was barely there except when he killed a few zombies. I don't know, it just... I think after last week's episode was so fast-paced and that, and then this week it just slowed right down. It slowed down way too much. It needed to be a bit more. What else is there to talk about? Too much Woodbury stuff. Let's see. There was the party for the just how far they've come in Woodbury. The Governor and Andrea seem to be growing a little bit closer. Andrea seems to have reverted back to her sort of season 1 persona, being a bit more, you know, submissive, not really speaking up that much. Like, she turned into a bit of a badass in season 2, towards the end of season 2, and now she's sort of gone back to how she was, which I'm really disappointed with that. They're just going all over the place with their character. Michonne's still cranky as always, which is good to see. She was probably more like her comic book counterpart in this episode than all the other episodes, so I suppose that was okay to see. All in all, I thought it was a pretty subpar episode. I just think I was expecting more, and I didn't get more. Like, the episode was 60% Woodbury, 20% the prison, and 20% Maggie and Daryl, sorry. So yeah, I was just left wanting more out of the episode, and it didn't really deliver. So that's all I'm really going to say about this episode for now, and yeah, I'll be doing a video pretty soon about predictions for next week's episode called Hounded. So that should be out pretty soon. And yeah, that's about it. So tune in next week for my review, and I'll see you guys later.